So you can see the buy and hold would have not, if you just bought the stock, you would have lost 90% of your money. But if you use the pivot reversal strategy, especially with these alerts, you could have made a ton of profit. So how do we know which one to trade on? Hey guys, this is going to be another sloppy video, but just had to put something together for this new code I built. So basically what it does is it collects data from a backtest of a certain stock. So let's say in this case, there is a strategy called the pivot reversal strategy, which I got from just the built-in technical indicators from TradingView. So just standard strategy. And I wanted to test it on GameStop at the 30-minute interval. So you can see it does really good returns. So it's pretty profitable, but it might not work for every stock. So for example, COP, let's check this one, and you can see the strategy doesn't do well. And buy and hold, if you compare it to just the stock price in general, you can see like the stock did great. It's just our strategy was terrible. So how do we know which stocks this strategy, because I know this strategy is good, I love this strategy, but I don't know which stocks it's good on. So my only option is to manually go through every single stock one at a time and look at the results, maybe make a spreadsheet, and that's annoying. I'm not about that. So what I did is I built a script that connects to TradingView on the back end, and you can provide it a list of stocks and it'll go ahead and test all of those. So here we go. Let me just show you real quick how it works. I also have an additional script here which collects a list of stocks. You can go to TradingView /most active, and this is going to show you the most active. So it's going to scrape all 100 of these stocks. You could also choose only to look at the top gainers of the day, the best year to date. So whichever, best performing, that's probably a good one to look at. So whichever collection of stocks you want, you just copy the URL and this simple code can extract the data. So this was all built through ChatGPT, just because it's simple code, didn't need to get super complex. And then I put that into this one, which I'll execute that right now, is going to actually do all the hard part. And you can see down here, it's going through all of them and collecting their data. And what it did was pretty much just go here, type in GME, collect the data, go to the next one, collect it. And it actually builds out a file. If you want to get into specifics, it puts together this, I don't know why all of these are blank, puts together this encrypted file, which is how TradingView actually communicates with itself. So I had to decrypt that, which was really difficult, but ChatGPT seemed to know how to decrypt it with some zip stuff. Not sure what it does, but it worked. So I can tell it to go ahead and decrypt that, and it puts it into a CSV. So here is the results. I just did a few stocks to make it quick, but I can do 1,000. I can do every stock in the market if I wanted to. And here's the columns that I have. So here's the stock, Tesla, Amazon, Palantir. Net profit you can ignore. That's just given $10,000. This is how much return it made since this date. So most of them are pretty much from January of 21. Some of them go even further back. And here's the percent profitable. So that's really important. So you can see HOTH, this strategy is terrible. It lost 400%. So if we check HOTH, you'll see this is a terrible strategy. You should not trade it, especially when you compare it to the buy and hold. And I actually do have a column for buy and hold as well. So you can see here, HOTH has 400% return, 400, and the buy and hold return is 94% negative. So yeah, terrible stock, but our AI didn't work anyways. So let's look at some of them that are very profitable. So we have 900% return, but the stock did really anyways. This one is much more interesting, 90% drop in the stock. So this should be like a terrible stock, but you can see we actually made a ton of profit on it. So this is definitely something you want to be, so KALA. So you can see the buy and hold would have not, if you just bought the stock, you would have lost 90% of your money, but if you use the pivot reversal strategy, especially with these alerts, you could have made a ton of profit. So how do we know which one to trade on? So this last column tells us L or S. L means that the last alert, this one on the end, far right, was a long, which means we want to buy more of it. And then the S is a short, so we want to short it. So what I do is I sort by time when we got our last alert.